Hey guys, welcome back to Persona 5, and in this episode, we're going to discover the mystery behind this room by using Igor's third eye ability, which is really powerful, by the way. I'm not going to use it all the time since this is a visual, video. Crap, that wasn't it. Oh yeah, there's another trail leading us to the other one. Totally didn't forget that. But yeah, I'm going to try not use it all the time since it makes everything really dark and hard for you guys to see, and that's no fun for a video, and as expected from you, Joker. Thanks, Morgana, but yeah, now we can get to the treasure, which is a piece of paper. Crap. Oh wait, it's a map, and what the heck? He had it locked up in crap, but it was just some old map? You're hopeless. Did you realize how vital a map is? Yeah, it's pretty helpful. Having this will give us a better grasp of the topography of the palace, which is good. It's a true necessity for a phantom thief. It should make securing a route much easier. Wait, does it say where the treasure is on here? Actually, it seems like the map's incomplete. There might be more of them around. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, let's start checking where we can. We'll probably find another map around somewhere. I just imagine Ryuji is like so loud, it's really hard for him to be a thief. But he's trying to break that habit. Anyways, yeah, the maps are nice. We're probably not gonna be checking it out too much since I already kind of know where to go. And crud, if this guy, yeah, he's gonna be way too close. Gonna wait for him to turn around and then jump on him. I'm trying my hardest to not get seen in any of these encounters. Granted, the first palace is relatively small and oh gosh, that was actually kind of close. Show me your true form. That being said though, I don't want to get even close to 100% rating. I really don't want to get out of the blue zone either, and I don't really want to waste CO. Might as well just go into my bicorn and use lunge. It should pretty much, yeah, that did a really good amount of damage. We can probably just auto him down and not even have to waste the HP, but whatever, that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is, this place is kind of short. I know my way around, and god dang, it's good we got that item. We're gonna need a lot of those because we're gonna be crafting a lot of knights, and I don't really want to spend a lot of money on junk. And do I have to fight you too? I think I do, man. Yeah, there's not really a way around it. A lot of the corridors that are very, narrow like this, you're pretty much going to have to fight, but luckily for us, these are Incubus, and they're not the strongest, and I probably should start grinding up a little bit. So there's a lot of reasons why I need to grind. I'm just gonna knock them all out. I don't really care. Mostly, though, we need some cash and bad, and I'm gonna try and get some from him. And you got Incubus. I'll treat you good. You want money? There you go. Don't ask me where I keep that. It's not inside my... Alright, you're asking too many questions. Get out of here, Incubus. And when they do that, they won't actually tell the enemy. So it said he retreated, but you don't gotta worry about any of that. And I don't think it shows you the money that you gained in the post screen, which is kind of strange, but I think it does give it to you. It'd be kind of strange if it didn't, but anyways, now we're gonna go to this really cool area. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. The second I saw this in the first reveal trailer for this game, my excitement for this game just shot up by 1,000,000%. Is it this one? No, I think it's the one up here. Should be anyways. Yeah. I recommend, if this is your first time inside this palace, definitely use the third eye ability and see what's you can steal and stuff. And okay, oh my gosh, I got stuck on the center part. That was so close. Oh man. But the second you step onto this chandelier, you're going to get ambushed by that shadow. There's another spot where that happens inside this palace, and man, that sucks. But yeah, the bicorn, we've already been over this. At a certain point, I'm going to have to start abridging things a bit, because if you watched any of my videos in the past, you know I don't like to waste your time. That's not fun for you or me, so if it's an encounter we've seen 20 times, we're probably going to skip over it, which is just kind of how I roll on this channel. Hope you guys appreciate that. I mean, admittedly though, the battles in this game are over so quickly, sometimes it's hard to justify making a cut, but whatever. I have to do it at some point, right? Alright, so we're pretty close to the next save room. Is anything over here? No, I don't think so. But yeah, we want to get those chests, and speaking of chests, this is a red herring. Do not waste your one lockpick on this. I highly recommend you just avoid it. Is there anything else? I swear I'm missing a... I probably missed 3. Oh no, there it is. Okay. I knew there was one in this room, the holy helmet. Kind of looks like something else, but I'm not gonna say that out loud because there might be children watching this M-rated game. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me why I don't cuss. The truth is, I don't even cuss in my day-to-day life, so acting like Ryuji is kind of tough for me. Anyways, I want to talk about something real fast, and that is grinding. Now, you may be against this, and if you are, that's totally fine, but momentarily changing your difficulty can make grinding easier, and, well, come to think of it, I might as well actually talk about that a little bit more when it becomes relevant. But for right now, I want to grind up some yen so that we can resummon our Sen. So I'm going to do that real fast. So be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. After a fair amount of grinding, we now have 8,000 yen, and we would have a lot more if I didn't resummon our Sen. Now I know what you're thinking, John. Didn't you, like, get rid of our Sen and execute him in the previous episode? Yes, I did, but there's a way to get your persona back once you fuse them away, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but I want to get his 4th skill, so I leveled him up a bit. But now let's talk about our current status. So, we're literally one fight away from level 7, and we want to reach level 7 so that we can actually fuse our next persona, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, one other thing I forgot to do is we never actually showed off Carmen's background, which is a shame because I love this persona so much, but sadly, she doesn't really get a lot of moments to shine in this area. And a gypsy thief from the novel by Mermet, which became famous through the opera by Bizet. She's a femme fatale who's beautiful, but also very capricious. And I like how she fights with, men in tuxedos. God, I love the art team of this game. I love them so much. I just love this game in general, but yeah. Now we're going to teleport to a previous safe room and get that last tiny bit of EXP so we can fuse up this next persona. And I'm pretty sure they should have respawned by now. Yeah, they did. Awesome. So, if I recall correctly, this should be Incubus once again. We're just going to knock them out real fast, and then we're going to get on our... Oh, wow, it wasn't. So, it seems like it's only the first time that'll be a fixed encounter with 2 Incubus. That's interesting. How about that? But they're out of the way. Now we're going to level up. Another tip I really want to give you guys is, for your main character, if you have a persona equipped that has a high strength stat, your normal attacks will actually be increased. So if Ryuji had, like, 2 strength, right? He wouldn't do a ton of damage with his normal attacks. But if he had a persona equipped with 20, he would do way more damage. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, now that we are level 20, I want to talk a little bit more about changing your difficulty to grind. So I didn't mention this at the time, but if you go up, EXP and yen increase will be down when you battle opponents, and if you go to easy, it'll be increased. So you might want to grind on easy, but be careful. Don't go too low, because if you go all the way down to the last difficulty, yeah, things, you can't change your difficulty back. So if this is your first Persona game, please do not feel bad, but don't put it on safe. That's a no-no, because I'll be honest, I don't even think you can enjoy the game on safe difficulty if you have played a role-playing game before. Anyways, enough of me making fun of people that are bad at this video game indirectly. We're gonna head to the entrance because, man, oh man, I'm so excited to fuse up this next Persona. I know the whole point of Persona is to explore, you know, relationship. What the heck? Oh, there she is. The relationships between people, etc. I just like summoning demons. I'll be honest with you, that was the main draw for me to play this series. But yeah, might as well talk about also how you can get back your other Persona. And man, I just can't get used to this Velvet Room. It's so strange. But let's talk about the Compendium real quick. So there's 2 things you can do with the Compendium. You can resummon previously, like, seen Persona that you added to the Sea of Your Soul, and you can also check out their, like, background information. And you can register the current Persona you have to save the progress. Right now, the one registered is level 1, but the one I have equipped is level 3. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to save a specific set that you had. But oh crap, we gotta give it a bike? No, I'm gonna use the one with Agathian, and that should work out. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Succubus and, oh, we gotta use Arsene. Okay, no, I'm not doing that one. Let's try Pixie and, oh, Incubus. Perfect. That actually works out great. So really quickly, I want to point something out that the Great Minds Atlas did. So notice how Incubus has a bolt bracelet, like, attached to him, and if you understand the lore behind Incubus and Succubus, you'll find this pretty darn funny. But she has a nut bracelet, and god dang if that just isn't the funniest crap in the world. But yes, we're going to fuse this new Persona, this time of the Moon Arcana, and we could pass on Evil Touch, but Maren Karen, in my opinion, is just far stronger, so we're just gonna pass on only Zio, and with Succubus's incredibly, like, high magic stat, this persona is gonna do us, like, a lot of good inside of this palace. And guys, I'm sorry, you're gonna be fused to create a very, powerful persona, a very beloved persona, for obvious reasons. She has a lovely personality, and we will cherish her as our new mask. Do whatever your heart desires. Thank you, Succubus. So yeah, now my main character has the, personality of Succubus. Don't read too much into that, but she is vastly more powerful than our current persona. So, if you can, head by the Velvet Room and do some persona fusing. It might save your butt in combat, and ideally, we want to have a lot of different persona of different arcana to cover our weaknesses in the coming fights. But for right now, Succubus with Marikaran is going to do a lot of work in this palace, that's for sure. And we'll hopefully show off the brainwash elements soon. I mean, we should run across an enemy and... God dang, that red hair and shit. I'm just trying to say it right now, okay? That chest being there is a pain in the butt. Let's equip Succubus and move on. We got a lot more palace to explore, so let's continue onward. And if the map's right, we still got a long way to go. Yeah, we do. I mean, dungeon can't be that short, right? Hey, look to the left. There's some shadows. You can't just blindly rush into a fight. First, need to ascertain how strong they are. How are we supposed to do that? Well, you can observe the enemy's actions and get some insight into their skills. That should be possible for you, Joker. Or we just use third eye because it's broken, yeah. Glowing red shadow, strong. Blue shadow, not so strong. And if they're yellow, then they're just right. So, you just want to keep that in mind before you get into a fight you're probably not prepared for. And now I'm gonna... Well, we can't really do it against this guy because he's, yet again, in a hallway that's really narrow, but it might be... okay, Kelpie's just as good. We actually want to recruit Kelpie as well, and if I recall correctly, it should be... Yes, the Rika Zio. So, Succubus, god dang, does a lot of damage, and for a couple of key fights later on in the dungeon, you're going to want access to Zio. Now, Succubus does not inherit Zio just by itself, and I kind of want to get these guys. Now let's talk. Once me understand you. Me lend you your power. Me understand how that human outsmart me. Me not understand why you superior. Well, I am younger and I am cuter. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm better at small talk. Don't think you'd care. Yeah, he doesn't. You're saying you're very talkative. Me not better than you at that. That all you. Hey, human. You look really young. You still at age when... Yeah, I still depend on people. No, I don't depend on my mom. I don't need to take a nap. Screw you, dude. My mom will wait till I'm done. No, I'm not done yet. Me kind of hoping you take naps so me not get... Man, this dialogue it craps me up. No, it cracks me up. Anyways, Kelpie, get on my mask. What I was saying before, though, okay? Sure, Succubus does not inherit Zio by herself. You have to use it from other persona, but you should probably get used to that, so just throwing that out there. And, ooh, I've got a new skill. Dormina. Nice. So we should be able to show off some technicals a little bit later. So that is a status effect that puts the enemy to sleep, and if you physically attack them right after, you get a technical, which is kind of like a crit, except it doesn't give you an extra turn. It's kind of different. They changed it from the last... Oh my god. God dang it, there's nothing in there. Well, can't get too mad. And gotta watch out for this guy. This is our first red shadow. I'm pretty sure I know who we're about to fight, which would be a good time to show off some status effects, I guess. But yeah, there we go. My goal is still to show you guys how to clear this palace. Oh boy, there he is. So the brutal cavalryman, or Barith, is strong. He's way stronger than us, but we can just get him on our side by using Marikaran and brainwashing him, or as it used to be known as charming. But my main goal with my dungeon... Oh man, Mona got the crit, dude, that looks sick! My main goal is to... I keep cutting myself off. Is to get you guys through here, but he's too high a level, we can't recruit him. Should we beg for an item? Nah, we'll just kill him. There's no reason to. We have like a good amount of items right now, but the tricky thing is a lot... Oh my gosh, that didn't kill. The tricky thing here is... Oh no, that's not good. Okay, he's still pacified. That is good, but... Tricky thing is... A lot of, like, enemy placements and stuff are gonna be different. Maybe you miss an attack and don't get the exact same persona that I have. and that could cause some problems. But generally, I'm just going to show you, like, my specific strategies for getting past the shadows that litter the halls of these goddamn palaces. Yeah, so hopefully I can achieve that goal. So far, things are really easy. Now, I'm going to say they're really easy, but I forget to take into account I've also done this palace, like, a lot of times. Okay, this room can be a little bit tricky. Still don't really want to get into any fights that we don't have to, and we also want to check out that room to the north, because it does have a... I was going to get this guy. It does have a chest that I highly recommend you get, because it has SP recovery. Oh, heck yeah! Okay, so this is Silky, who is a persona, or shadow in this case, not a persona yet, that I really want to get, because she has access to ice magic, and that is really helpful against those Barif enemies. They're not really the... Oh, alright. This could work, but I forgot we increased the attack. I pretty much have to knock these guys out. The problem is, with On's gun, right? Guns are very different. They have different amounts of ammunition, and On's... You can't select a single target. You have to shoot everybody and hope. And let's cross our finger. Oh my gosh, they're doing so much to Silky. Don't kill Silky Panther, come on. Just hit the incubus one more time. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Okay, I was about to say, if I didn't hit him with the last shot, that would have sucked. God dang, but yeah. Join my team. Silky, come on, we got cool outfits. It's gonna be awesome. Lend me your power. Well, we must talk things over. I know nothing about you after all. Excuse me, I believe this can be considered sexual I insist you surrender yourself to the authorities. Well, that's not gonna happen. This also isn't sexual harassment, because I shot everybody down. Just saying, and you got the wrong idea. Really? Then I apologize. Believe it or not, I tend to make these sorts of gaffes. A lot? Okay. If we join together, that would mean that you become me and I become you. Occasionally, I wish to pamper myself as a reward for working hard. How do you feel about that? Everybody does that, but we can go shopping. I've never felt so annoyed in my life. What the heck? Come on. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. Sometimes I might screw up in battles, and you might succeed, vice versa. Shadow negotiation is just kind of random like that. Oh, man. So since they didn't actually physically attack Morgana, and oh, man, we can't recruit her this time. Okay, we have other chances to do so, but yeah, get in there. Ryuji. Might as well just knock him down. There we go. Yeah, there's no way we could get her here. That stinks. But eventually, you do want to try and get that specific persona on your main character. Just throwing that out there. And, oh, we haven't seen this one yet. Freaking boring. God, I love that so much. And okay, we got Silky on. That's good. It's really nice to pick that up. And dang, another level up. Actually, no, those guys are just a little bit behind. Oh, God.
Let's go, Joker.
Yeah, that was kind of close. All right, so... Right after a battle, there is a chance, and please... Okay, he should be fine. He's facing that hall. I don't think there's anyone in here. Could be wrong, though. I'm just gonna be on the safe side. Yo, turn around. Turn around, bro. Okay, good. That's good enough. We want to grab this chest. There's no lock on it. Might as well. We could open up that shortcut, but I'm not gonna really bother with that. There's no reason to. We could get it now on, but I kind of don't want to. So we're gonna... I'm sorry. I'm a little, like, on my toes, because this is the first time I'm trying to, like, do live commentary against this palace. I mean, in the beginning, right, it was kind of simple. It was really short, but now we can royally screw up, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, the other one is... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get behind this table fast. There we go. Okay, if he's facing that way, he could turn around and see us. There is, like, a little animation. Yeah, we, like, crouch a bit when we're behind the table, but still, gotta be careful. Alright, once this guy turns around, I'm just gonna gun it into the next room, and then we gotta move fast. Alright, we should be fine. Oh gosh, I messed up. The camera messed me. Okay, that was really close. I could have got seen. Watch the, like, AI of these shadows. Like, everyone's like, dude, I don't know, man. I did this and it was really easy. I walked straight up to a shadow and it still didn't see me, and I'm just gonna feel like a total idiot. But my experience with these guys is that they are really, really menacing. At least right now. And come to think of it, I probably should heal up Morgana if we get into a fight. Could heal Ryuji, but he'll be okay. He's pretty tanky, actually. Okay, we did it. So now we did like this. Oh my gosh. Bro, turn around, man. I just want to go through the door. Oh my gosh. Are you going to sit here? Okay, he won't. Goodness, that was a pain. But the second you enter this room, just hold down the A button and climb up here. If you don't, things can get a little dicey. Just throwing that out there. And there's really no way through that door, so we have to go through this Zelda tunnel again. I don't know why I keep calling that. It just reminds me of Ocarina of Time. And find this guy.
Nice.
Staring at a chest, and looks like a treasure chest. Let's take whatever's in there, too. There's a guard there. Yeah, he's literally guarding it with every fiber of his being. That's okay. Hey, Joker, think we can ambush it from here? Should be the same thing as hiding and jumping toward an enemy. Give it a try. Alright, I can manage that. And yeah, you can do the same thing if you're elevated above a shadow. You can just swoop down, take their mask, and hey, it's another incubus. Now, you may be tempted to just use your SP and stuff, but here's the thing about this specific encounter. It's a hidden tutorial, so we're just going to auto it down. No matter what, though, he's going to survive with 1 HP and beg for his life, basically. This is a new mechanic, and, yeah. If the enemy just realizes it's screwed, it might beg for its life. And then you don't even have to knock it down and negotiate. They'll just either automatically join you, but irritable shadows probably won't beg, and timid ones are a little more, like, common to do it. You gotta keep shadow personalities in mind as well, but we'll talk about that at a later date. And hey, I already actually have one of you, so give me. Actually, don't. I fused him away, and used to be together, but now we ain't. Now I mean here again. Hey, wanna start over? Let's talk. I'd rather you just give me money, and man, I remember the good old days where you used me once and then you fused me with a succubus. Those are great. Why are you so desperate? I'm not desperate. You're the one begging for your life. There's something I gotta do. For reals? That's why you get all desperate on me? Guess you're a pretty pure dude. Hey, you doing this just because someone said, yeah, that's whack, man. Yo, dude, wrap this up, Incubus. I don't even want you, man. I'm just saying. Why are we even negotiating like this? Just give me some money and leave. But, man, it's fine as is. You're just accepting your life as, whatever. I'm just gonna join you. Mostly because I'm tired of reading this dialogue in this cruddy accent. Yeah, get on my team, Incubus. So, you can easily exploit this on, like, weak shadows to try and get some more yen in the earlier, like, segments of this dungeon. That's a totally viable strategy. And yeah, didn't give us any yen, but we have another shadow that got turned into a persona. That's kind of cool, I guess. I could go without all the attitude, though, and I didn't even realize shadows could beg for their lives. It's actually kind of surprising. Yeah, I didn't even know they had lives, but I guess they're part of humans, right? That makes, like, no sense. And shadows have emotions, too, you know. Of course they'd be afraid if you corner them like that. Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. It might be worth purposely creating such situations to get them to beg for their lives. Jeez, Morgana, kind of savage when you put it that way, but anyways, we're gonna open up this chest and get a muscle anklet. Now, I'm gonna equip this to my main character right now, just because we're relying a lot on auto attacks, but putting this on Ryuji might not be a bad idea. Right now, in the early game, 2+ strength is pretty huge when we have like 6 total, so that's something you might want to keep in mind. Is there anything? No, okay, we didn't forget anything in here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this takes us straight to the... Okay, I could open up that shortcut. Might as well do it. Heck, I'm already here. But we don't really need to go back through that door. A lot of the shortcuts that are going to open up, I don't really think are too great, if I'm being honest, because there's so many safe rooms right now. Oh, a strange lantern, not bad. Getting those treasures is also pretty helpful, so you might want to keep that in mind. But yeah, moving onward. Pretty sure, yeah, that one has one. I'm trying to recall, like, all the locations of those, and I don't think they vary between game save. So those locations might not have the same item in them, but they will have something. Okay, crud. This is the kind of tricky part. This is gonna, like, really prove if I know how to, like, maneuver around as a Phantom Thief or not, but... Yes, this is another safe room. A pretty good one, too. Not one of the last, though, and... Coming up next, you're going to have a couple of pretty tough challenges, so real quick, I'm going to save my game. And from now on, you should probably just assume I'm going to enter a safe room and do that. So if I time this correctly, yes! Okay, I did it on my first try. You can actually skip battling that shadow if you do it just like that. So abusing the save rooms is not a bad idea sometimes. You can do it just like that. It's like, oh my gosh, this is really close quarters. To bait the shadows out and then you just run past them. And this is the first room where you need to enter. So, coming up next, there's a puzzle involving books. Seeing as this is the library, that makes sense. RPG with the library, gotta have a book puzzle, you know. And are you curious about that book, Joker? I mean, kind of. Can I read it and then get stat increase? I guess we'd always take it and find out later, yeah. Let's grab the slave book. Alright. Slave book, huh? Sounds kind of important. Yeah, is it a book on American history? Who the dumb knows? Probably not. It's Kamoshida we're talking about. Is that in here? Bummer. Alright, whatever. It's not a big deal. If I miss one single treasure, and oh my gosh, I almost got spotted. That would have sucked. I don't think I can get... Wait, can I get past this guy? I think so. Man, if you actually listen to the shadows, though, they sometimes have really good dialogue, and I kind of want to... Oh my gosh, he's stuck on my body. I think, yeah, he can just do that. Okay, we lucked out there, definitely. I'm not going to waste too much time. Probably going to have to fight this guy no matter what, so let's get it over with. I don't think there's actually any new shadows we can... Oh, okay, we have a second chance at Silky, though. That's great. So, Bareth is actually totally immune to gun attacks, and if you use a gun against him, your turn's going to end. So we gotta make sure that doesn't... I kind of regretted that the second I pressed the A button. He could attack Silky, which would be terrible, but hey, at least he's not gonna attack us, right? So that's fine. I kind of want to finish him off. But since he's brainwashed, he's going to attack Silky. I don't know about this. Alright, whatever. Potentially we can just baton pass over to Ryuji, knock out Bareth, and then we should be fine to try and negotiate with the Shadow. Let's hope this lunge hits. Oh my gosh, and it crit too. Holy crud, Ryuji's a monster, but troublesome handmaiden, or housemaiden, whatever the dump, I don't care. Join my team. I need your ice skill. Well, we must think things over first. I can't quite fathom why, but can you explain what it... Okay, lady, I don't give a dump. Just join my team. I'm not going to read your dialogue again, but it'd take a while to explain why I'm doing all this. In this case, would you distill it to just the main points then? For now, I suspect that you've decided to hear me out. Am I not right? You're not wrong. Have you decided to communicate with me? It'd be pretty safe to say your looks, since, you know, Silky after all, and it doesn't feel like you don't have honorable intentions, but... Oh well, screw it. I'm gonna join you. Not literally what she says, but... Shadows are talkative, man. God dang, I did not see that coming. Compared to mainline, these guys will chew your ear off, but sometimes they say funny stuff, so it's not bad, but... Oh crap, our stock's full. Here's the thing, I already have Incubus, like, added to the compendiums. Actually, we should probably get rid of Bike... Okay, which one should I... Alright. Incubus, get the heck out of here. I can potentially fuse Bicorn with something later down the line. I already have you, so not bad. We got the shadow that I wanted, or the persona, I guess I should say. God, it's gonna be hard to get used to not say, like, always calling them shadows and stuff. But can I get past this guy? I think. Oh my gosh, I can. I got him looped like right there. That's so lucky. So I can feel it. It might be kind of hard to figure out what I'm doing, but basically, you need to like understand where like the cover is in every room and the paths of the shadows, and I'm trying to illustrate it pretty darn well in these videos, but hey, can't always do everything perfectly right. And okay, in this next room, I highly recommend you stay on your toes, because the second we enter, there's gonna be a shadow, and this shadow has a bunch of other shadows inside of it. Do they all just like fill up the armor, like they're like three guys standing on top of each other in a trench coat? I don't know. Either way, Agatheon, I really don't want to fight you, so we're actually gonna run. This does have a side effect though. This will increase our like rating by a little bit, and if you do it all the time, if you run from like every single fight, you're gonna get caught, because security is gonna shoot up all the way. When that happens, the scary shadows come out. So it's gonna go up by 5%, but I would have wasted so much of Morgana's SP. It's well worth it. And did that catch your attention, Joker? We should take it with us. Alright, another book, I guess. The Queen book, huh? Interesting. Is this some kind of special book? Well, it was glowing blue when I activated third eye, so possibly. So once you get past that, there's only one more book to track down. Unfortunately, it's kind of in an awkward area. Oh wow, got really good like loop on that, and I hope he is not. Oh my gosh, he looped back around. Never mind on good looping, bro. Just could you not? Okay, I could probably enter the door right now and not get seen, but I really don't want to risk it. We've been doing pretty well, in my opinion, so far. Anyways, dude, just go a little bit further down there. Okay, that's good enough. He turned the corner. That's fine. I don't want to attack him though. Oh my god, no, he came back. I should have just went. Okay, he's going down there. All right, fine. God dang. Anyways, inside of here, I thought that was a treasure. God. Oh, it was. Crap, I almost missed that. Oh, it was nothing. God dang it, whatever. Anyways, lots of books in here. Let's get it. No reason not to. What? Curious about that, too? Yeah, I like books, Ryuji. Sorry. Well, let's bring it along. Yeah, no reason not to. And the last book, the King Book. Yeah, sensing a pattern, right? There's a reason these books are here in this specific library. Man, I gotta say, we're not doing half bad. I haven't been seen by, I don't think, a single shadow. At least we haven't been ambushed, so that's good. It's a good idea to kind of get these mechanics down pat. Okay, good. There is a shadow at the end of that hall, and whoa, it's so musty. Kind of like smell how old library smells. And library, huh? Seems fishy. What do you mean? Come on, it's a library in a castle. There has to be some kind of secret mechanism in here. Let's go look around, Joker. I love the meta humor there. But yeah, there's 3 slots. We have 3 books. I have no idea what we're supposed to do in this. Okay, I'm kidding. And this one says History of Kamoshida, tracing his steps, his heroism, his laws. The heck? All these goddamn books are about Kamoshida. Huh. He takes narcissism to a new level. This reminds me, didn't we find a book? Yeah. Let's put it in, and yeah, something might happen if we put the book in here. I'd sure hope so, just throwing that out there. But yeah, let's insert the King Book, since Kamoshida thinks of himself as the king, right? That makes sense. Alright, so now we got that one down. Let's come over here. There are lots of books here. The titles don't have any rhyme or reason to them. Really, that's kind of strange. What the heck? Huh? This book has Shiho's name in it. Wait, it's not just this one. All these books have... They're about female students. Oh my god. And on to Kamaki, the charming doll. Holy crap! What a sicko, man. What the heck is this? Let's ask questions later. Just put the book in. The queen this time. You could mistake that for the slave book too, but you'll find out what the slaves are next, actually. And okay, it's right over there. This puzzle's really hard to do in Japanese, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about my Japanese file. The books on this shelf seem familiar. How so? Here are the names of the volleyball team members. What the heck? All the titles are boys from our school! Ryuji Sakamoto, the vulgar ape. There's one here for Skull. Oh man. That jerk. Who the heck does he think he is? Don't destroy the library, please. Or just put the last book in. Gosh. This guy's a... Oh, wow. Didn't see that. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Is that a secret shrine? Whoa, what opened up? You got it, Joker. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, let's do that, but we're not gonna like what we find. And the heck is this room? There's tons of pictures of Suzui in here. Wait, it's all pics of her. God, what a sicko. Don't worry, On. We're gonna make him pay for this.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel even more motivated to do this now. Heck yeah, girl! I'm sure I'll feel awful, but we need to search this room. There has to be something in here that he wants to hide. Yeah, if it's so elaborate to get to this room. Good point. And it's not hard to locate, and... God, it's just so creepy, man. She's just a kid, and he's an adult. Anyways, let's get this thing. Kamoshida's medal.
Hey, look at this!
Is this a medal? Well, it has to be important. We went through all the trouble to hide it here after all. Guess we'll take it then. Wait, there's something under the medal too. Another map! We started the episode with a map, we're gonna end it with one, and it's a different map from the one we have. I was lucky. Let's take it with us. Believe it or not, it's gonna map out the whole area, and our map's complete. So, it's gonna tell us where the treasure is. Yep, at the very top. Looks like it has to be here. That's a weird shaped building. Could it be a tower or something?
Possibly.
Consider our current position, I'd say we're about halfway there.
All right.
Well, let's hurry over there! No. Now that we know how much we have left, we have to calculate best way to pace ourselves. We're still gonna do it in one day, Morgana. You ain't stopping me. And let's keep exploring, but take it easy, Joker. Yeah. So now that we have that, and we have the medal, we can actually leave the library. And I would say if you're struggling really hard in this dungeon, there's no problem with leaving at this point. I really want to get this treasure, but crud, I need to be careful. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. Just get behind the couch, yeah. So definitely take a break if you need it once you get past this room. There's a safe room coming up. And yeah, I spent a little bit of SP taking those guys down, but I didn't want to show it. So let's open this chest up, because I recommend you use your one lockpick you get for free on this, because it has the very sought after SP recovery. Come on, God dang it. And a bead, which is an item that heals your HP 100%. Pretty powerful. You might not want to use it right now, and I'm gonna try. Okay, we can just pretty much run to this couch. We should be fine. I think we're home free. I don't want to, like, jinx it, though. Oh, but he's so slow. God dang it. I really want to. All right, good. He turned around. Thank goodness. All right, so coming up, we got a pretty tough fight. So we need to prepare for that. And we can activate this device. And we should be able to open the door. Yeah. Let's put the metal in it. That works. And we even need to... Oh, now we pull it. I was about to say, like, what was the point in that? And we just, like, reached up a little bit and, like, actually pulled it. But, yeah. Looks like it worked. Now we can keep going. This must lead somewhere important. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, my God. Morgana says, let's go, like, a billion times, I swear. And I say it, too. So I'm just as guilty, but... Now we're on the East Building Annex, and this is where things are going to get a little bit on the tricky side, so we're going to save up and end things for today. I mean, we started with getting a map, and we got the rest of the map. I think that's a pretty good place to stop, and now that we're inside the chapel, things are going to start to get a little bit on the serious side, so I need to prepare. But before we go, I want to thank you all so much, yet again, for supporting this series. I'll admit, I love Persona, and just seeing you guys love it too, God dang, I can't even express, but let's check out the Persona we got. We're not doing half bad on that, but I would recommend still fusing up Succubus if you're having some difficulties. I just really like that demon in this specific dungeon. But anyways, hope you found this video helpful, even a little bit. I really just want to make sure everyone can experience this game to the fullest. And if you're stuck, hey, I can toss you some tips here and there. Anyways, I gotta get ready for the next fight, because it's gonna be tough. Anyways, thank you all once again, and see you next time. Bye.